Hi lads, this video is going to go through question 3 of sample paper B. So for part A, it tells us match each of the objects shown below on the left with correct orthographic projection on the right. The first one is completed for you, so I'll show you that one there is done. So for the second one, we can see, looking at the elevation, there's going to be this curved surface on it. If we look down through the list, we can see at the bottom one has that curved surface on the front there. It juts out and juts up as well, just like that outline there. So nice and simple, that one connects to there. The one below that then, we can see the difference between these two. This one has a far lower back on it. And if we look through the ones we have left, see the second one there has that lower back going down there. It has that slope on the front then as well, just like this one. So that one connects up to there. Then we have two left. This one here, the one that has the higher back, and also has a sloped front. We can see that that's the very top one there. And the last one we have here, we can see they're all straight edges all the way around, just like this one here. So that's part A. Part B then. Shown is a plan and elevation of a design for a toy mail truck. In the space below, draw a freehand pictorial sketch of the truck and then colour or shade the completed sketch. So when it says a freehand pictorial sketch, first of all, freehand, meaning not using rulers or any other piece of equipment, bar just your pencil and your rubber. And then pictorial is basically another word for saying a 3D view. So generally we always sketch in isometric. So the first thing is always draw a box to fit our shape inside. So I'm going to draw this nice and big. So first I'm just going to pick a point down here. And as best I can, I'm going to go off roughly at a 30-degree angle, going out to the right and out to the left as well. I'm going to take the line straight up in the middle then. And now I'm going to start giving some form of measurement to it. So I can see the truck is really long, but it's also narrow in width. So I'm going to make sure that I give it a good length there. Take these two lines parallel and make the truck about this height, maybe here. And then keeping these two lines parallel here, I may make the truck about that width there along the center of the page. This line will be going back also 30 degrees, and that line there going back parallel. So I have a box that's going to fit my shape into it. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the outline of the truck. So I can see the base goes all the way along. It then goes up a bit, maybe about to here. It's going to slope inwards and then up again at a slight angle. So what I'm going to do is measure in maybe about to here. I'm going to draw a line roughly at a slope like that. And then also going up like that there. Well, maybe at a bit of a steeper slope. As you can see, it's very steep, that incline there. So maybe set this a bit further out there. And then this going down then to meet it. So maybe go a little bit lower here. Same thing again. Now I have a bit more height for this part here. It goes all the way across. And then I have a slope on the front of that curved surface there. So whatever distance I go out here, I'm going to draw basically a square, as always. I'm drawing, for example, a circle. we can take that around like that there. Give me a slope at the front. Take my lines across, parallel. So I can do the slope at the front, or the curved surface at the front again. And once again, just copy the way it is there. Same flow with the pencil. All the way around there. And taking it down. This surface here, it's also going to go back, parallel. And it just happens for me to cross over that line there. And that gives me basically the outline of the truck. After that then, I'm going to draw in, excuse me, I'm going to draw on the wheels. So you won't see any of the wheels on the far side, you just see the wheels in the front, and then the wheels on the back there. So the wheel on the front looks like it's lining slightly off this one here. I'm going to take a straight line down there, and you can see the center of the wheel is just slightly above. So I'm going to say that there's my center for my wheel, and I'm going to set it to be about that height there, and then whatever that distance there is, roughly put it down below, and then whatever that distance there is, we go out that distance as well on the side. So roughly like that there. So we have a box. And draw our circle, the same method as that there. Fitting inside the box. Just like that. And now I'm going to draw the front of that part of the wheel. It's in 3D. So I'm going to take all these lines out here. Give the wheel that sort of thickness there. Take these all down and across. And then do the same again. Find the center, roughly, of each side. Just like that there. And then draw a line there. And there, to kind of close off the wheel there at the back. And do the same again for the front. So the front, you can see, it's in a bit here. So I'm going to take a line down roughly here. I'm going to take the same height as the center for the back one. I can take that out there. And go roughly the same distance each side again. So I can take that height over. Roughly about there. And then roughly there. I have to draw the box again. I can roughly draw a circle there for the front. Extend that point out, that point out, that point out, and that point out. Just take it along just to make sure they're roughly in line. Those distances look roughly the same. And repeat that process again. And then close it off there and there. So you can see there's a bit of work involved in it. And all I have to do now is go over in heavy what I'm keeping. So you can see all the way through I used grids to build up my sketch. Just like we would have done in second year and in first year as well. So there's that front wheel. There's my back wheel. And now just basically getting the outline for the rest of the toy mail truck. And that completes the sketching part. The next part then is just to put a bit of colour or shading to it. So once again, I'll just use colours for this question. So I'll use that blue there for the wheels. And I'll use this green kind of colour then for the main part. And as always, don't rub out any of your light lines, just so you can show the examiner exactly how you would have sketched it. So it's always good to keep those kind of lines there, just to show that you use some form of a grid to actually get all of your lines. Forgot my back line here for the back of the truck. And that completes part B. And for this question, there's actually a second sheet that gives us the last part. So the last part then, part C, it tells us the image opposite shows a container for the toy mail truck. It has a clear viewing panel on one of the sides. The elevation plan and incomplete development of the container are also shown below. So they're already set up for you and done. And it tells you complete the surface development of the container on the base given below. So they've already given you the base. So when we look down on top of it, the base outline has already been drawn. So you already have that outline there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the front of it. So the front is connected to the front of the base here, so it's going to be folding out this way. It's going to be going out there. Now, as always, we get all of our measurements from our elevation and our plan. And if we look at our elevation, there's the height of our front. We can take that distance there, mark it off, and then I'll just check and see the next part here that'll be attached out and folded out further with this slope here. Let's check and see if I can fit that in front as well. I can, I have space there. So now I have that side and that side marked in so far. And I'll just use a heavy line there and there. And because it's the end of my development for this part, I can have that there. And then to show that it folds there, I use dash lines rather than my fold lines. On the far side of the base, I have that vertical piece there that goes up, basically this one. So I can take that height there, mark it off, just take it out like that, I'll just do everything lightly for now. So now I'm doing the back piece. So I have the back there drawn. After that then, there's a curved surface before it goes straight again. And we know with a curved surface, we can't measure that distance there using our set square or using our compass. So what we do is we divide it up into 30/60s to give us some idea of what it would be. As always, we label it 1, 2, 3, 4. All those distances are equal. So I can take that distance there. I'll label that as 1 already. I'll extend it out there and there. 2, 3, and 4. So 2, 3, 4. Take those across lightly, like that. They're all going to be fold lines as well. And then I have this top piece. So I've done the curve there. Now I'm going to do the top piece. And that's just basically that distance there, marked out further on. And now I have the front, top, left side and right side drawn in. And just show fold lines all the way through that there. The last parts I need to do are the front and the back. And you can see with the front, it has that outline there, and the back is just going to be a regular flat surface, so basically that outline. So I'll do the front first. So this is going to fold out. So you imagine if that was to fold out, it would go out like that. You'd have this line going sloped up like that. It will go across. That will go out there. And then you'd have your curved surface there at the end of it. So that's how it would look. So I'll take my line out here and there. This distance is the same as this one. So I can just swing that around to get that distance there. Then what I need to do is I need to take my width here. Mark a line out. And then take my height to get my slope there. My line going across just like that there. That distance. I'll just move that down so you can see. Mark that across. Then I'm going to have a quarter circle. And then just take my radius there, mark that in, and draw a radius there for closing that off on that side. I can just draw the rest of this heavy here. Basically now what I need to do is draw a mirror image on this side, and then at the very end I'll draw in this little outline inside here. Take everything across. And copy the distances over as well. So that goes to there. That distance goes across there. The same again for this one, and then for my quarter circle I'll be going down that distance there. So there's my outline there. And now just to draw in this bit inside. So what I'll do is I'll just extend these lines down here, just to give me my width of each side. So that distance is going to go in there. It's the same on that side. That distance is going to go in there. That'll give me those two lines. The height of it happens to be the same as well. So there's one line. Take the height of that there. Mark it off. You can see they're staying parallel. What I can do is I can take that, go parallel there, take my actual length on it, mark it off, going parallel this way, and then take that straight across, take my opposite line, and that completes that part there.